Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be showing you guys the cheapest way to mount a red dot onto your pistol. So here we have a Glock 45. It is clear, get that out of the way. And the main product here is this mount right here. This is called a dovetail, rear sight dovetail mount. So any pistol that uses a dovetail style rear sight, like the Glocks, Smith & Wessons, and I'm not sure what other pistols have this, but any pistol that uses that rear dovetail, you're going to be able to do this. So this was about $20 on Amazon. You don't have to do any slide milling, you don't have to purchase another slide or anything. All you're going to be doing is taking out this rear sight and replacing it with this buddy right here. So like I said, it was $20. I'm going to take it out of the packaging here. I'm going to show you what comes with it, and then I'm going to go ahead and install it to show you guys how it installs. So right here, as you can see, you have the mount. It's very lightweight. It's pretty slim. One disadvantage you're going to have with this thing is that your red dot's going to mount pretty high, but if you have an RMR like me, I would say that it is just as tall as a Delta Point Pro that is milled into your slide. So really it's not that bad. My holsters will still work with all of this stuff. So yeah, let's just go right into the install. So first things first, you're gonna want to check that your weapon is clear, and then you're gonna want to take it apart. So I'm doing this on a Glock 45. So this should be the same for any Glock. You're gonna take all this stuff out. You don't have to take out the barrel or the spring. I just wanted to do that. But okay. So now that you have it disassembled, what you're basically gonna do is, if you don't have a sight pusher, that is, if you have a sight pusher, then skip this part. You know what to do. But if you don't have a sight pusher, what you need is two things. You need some kind of pushing thing to get this rear sight notched out of there. I'm using a screwdriver with a flat end, and I'm just going to be using a mallet, and I'm just going to take it out of there. But first things first, I'm going to get a piece of cloth to protect the finish. So I'm just going to put this screwdriver in there, and I'm going to knock it out. Okay guys, so I got the rear sight pushed out. I'm gonna be honest, that took a little bit of hitting, but as long as you're hitting accurately, it'll come out eventually. So now we're gonna piece together this mount, and basically, as you can see, there's this little dovetail bar, and you're gonna make sure that you put it on the bottom side. So the bottom side is the opposite of the side with these little nubs. So feel the side with the nubs, and then flip it over, and you'll see that there's like a cutout and all this stuff. The branding's on the bottom. So we're just gonna insert this dovetail on the bottom, just like that. I'm gonna place it flat on the table, just like that. And then I'm gonna use blue Loctite. You guys don't have to do this, but I just want to make sure that this stays. So I'm just gonna put a little blue Loctite on mine. All right, now we're gonna use the Allen key that is supplied in that other baggie. You're just gonna screw in this one. So it comes with 6 different screws. The one we're using right now are the short ones. All right, so now that we got it put in just like that, we're basically gonna do the same thing, but opposite. Now we're putting in the sight, or the mounting plate. So what you're gonna do is lay your slide flat, take the mounting plate, make sure that it is facing in the right direction. All right, and you're gonna take your hammer or rubber mallet. I'm using a rubber mallet, so I'm not gonna drape anything over it. I'm just gonna lightly tap it in. All right, guys, we're back now. So I made a mistake. Well, the mistake was that I put this mount on right away, and I started hammering it in like with the mount on. That is not what you're supposed to do. There is a reason why it comes disassembled, and I was not smart enough to realize that. But basically, what you're supposed to do is insert these two things, this little dovetail in first, and then once you have it inserted, then you put the mount on, and then screw it in. That way, I mean, it is much easier. I mean, I struggled with this for a little bit and could not figure out why it wasn't going in. Then I realized, hello, you're supposed to put in the dovetail first. But now we got it in, so we're just gonna redo that little thing. We're gonna get it in here and then put some more Loctite on it. And then get this thing installed, finally. So I'm just using some blue Loctite. So yeah, I struggled with that thing for a solid 30 minutes before I figured out how it was supposed to go in. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna get this thing started. No, don't tighten it yet, because you have to straighten it up. All right, now so we get the second screw in. All right, so now we're just gonna make sure it's straight. Just gonna kind of eyeball it, gonna push it over a little bit. Make sure that mount is straight there. And once you get it straightened out, that looks pretty good to me. So once you get it straightened out, now you tighten these screws in. And you don't want to get it too tight, because we did put some Loctite in there. So now, let's see. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So now we're going to install the actual, red dot. So here I have my Trijicon RMR. And I'm just going to finally install it now. So gonna make sure it's nubbed down right there. And now I'm just gonna see if everything looks good. Everything does look perfect and straight. Now we're gonna take the long screws. I'm using the ones from the kit, not the one from the RMR. I think they're the same thing, but yeah, just using 2 long screws. I'm gonna put a little bit of Loctite on it. Drop one in. Drop the other. All right, so now we got it installed in here. So yeah, take your time when installing this, guys, because you don't want to screw anything up and just get something marred in, you know what I mean, or scratched. And just same thing as the other ones, you don't want to make sure it's too tight. Make sure it's just enough. And there you have it. Now we have the RMR installed. As you can see, does, like I said, does sit pretty high, but in my opinion, the RMR, even with this mount, sits just as high as the Leopold Delta Point Pro, which is perfectly fine. Fits in my holsters. I have a T-Rex Arms Ragnarok, fits in those. And yeah, there you have it. The RMR is now installed. It looks good. And yeah, so like I said, this was $20. Pretty simple to install if you have the tools and the time to do it. Don't do what I did. Do it correctly. Put the dovetail in first before you put the mounting plate so you don't get these marring scratches and all that stuff. But other than that, I really like this product. It's really nice, and it looks good. So if this video helped you guys out, please like and subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos. If there's any videos you guys want to see, please let me know in the description below or in the comment section below. Thank you.